Hey, yo, how controversial you trying to get right now?
I mean, whatever. Man, what's up?
How you feel about IQ?
IQ?
To IQ. Let me hear something.
Well, there have been some studies out there. There was actually a big meta-analysis on this. I think they spent like $1 billion, something wild like that. They found was in general.
Spit it out.
No, well, Asians tend to have IQs, followed by white people, then followed by Hispanics, and then Africans tend to have the lowest.
And I can't argue with them numbers, but no IQ study is ever controlled environment.
Okay.
So how can you? Those answers invalid. Like the conclusions are invalid. They don't control for environment. Environment heavily affects IQ.
If that's
are you agreeing with me right now?
Is that your argument?
Wait, you changing your mind right now?
So your argument is that your argument is basically that it's not controlled for environment, so therefore it's not valid?
Exactly that. You agree? Wait, hold on. Did I just change your mind that fast?
No, you didn't.
Because I tell a podcast in the past where you said, and I ain't even mad at this because I seen the studies too. Black people got the lowest IQ, Asians at the top, white people fall in the middle. Mm-hmm. None of those studies control for environment. You take somebody like me, for example, my environment, lead paint in the walls, lead in the water. That
environment. It's like, no, you're a human being, you're able to make decision, you have will, you're able to decide what you want to do. If you know.
Look, how can you repeat when all of the conclusions in those studies is false when they don't control for environment?
Say that what?
How can you repeat that rhetoric? All of those studies, the conclusions are invalid because they don't control for environment. That's like 50%.
I don't know if that's true, bro. I don't know if that's true. What you're
talking
about.
So you don't think the lead in the paint in the walls in the neighborhoods I grew up in didn't affect how I grew up? This meta-analysis that I'm
talking about is huge.
These people are in different conditions. That might affect the outcome of the numbers.
Okay, look. We could
I'm 2 for 2 right now.
Bro, you ain't 2 for nothing,
I'm
bro.
2 for 2.
You're not 2 for nothing, bro. Like, bro, you're not 2 for nothing, bro. Like, the reality is you're over here saying, oh, it doesn't account for society. This is a meta-analysis between hundreds of studies on IQ from people all across the world. And what they found is, here's the bottom line, bro. Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is this. Asians score the highest, whites score second highest, Latinos are behind them, and blacks tend to be at the bottom. If you don't like that, it is what it is, but that's the fact, okay? Now, you can go ahead and talk about why or product of environment or make excuses, but the facts are the facts, bro. Like, that's what it is.
It's not an excuse. It's a fact of reality.
Because you're literally making excuses saying, well, oh, they didn't account for this or they didn't account for that, when in reality, they probably did, right? And you're just making excuses for why low.
The reason I bring it up because it's a lot of people.
And here's the other thing too. Like, you got to understand football, etc.
It's people who you cool with who use those studies for some crazy ass, like saying no black people should be in this country. Like, I'm talking about like all this shit like that, right? Those studies aren't even valid. You agree with me on control for environment? It's a lot of people who
you're right on that. That
people
it doesn't
like
count.
Me shouldn't exist in this country because of those studies.
I don't think that.
It's damn near impossible to control for environment. You pulling people from all these different places. Bruh. It's so simple, bro.
It's a meta-analysis of different studies from different times, different areas, etc. And the conclusion is basically the same every single time. Look, the truth is the truth, bro. Like, you might not like it. You might say, well, this is why, but the truth is still the truth. You can pontificate as to why it's like that. You can make excuses about the water and mercury.
I'm cool with the numbers, bro. I'm cool with being on the bottom of the scoreboard. I'm just saying the game ain't fair.